If everybody remembers a little while ago, we had our S15 outside of my offices. And unfortunately, an incident happened where some guys decided to come by and key scratch my car. It was very, very, very upsetting.
Give it to you. Oh, I've fallen over. Oh. All right, let's go.
Sir, get back in your car. I'm just gonna say it's a big ass.
Oh, I had to lose the code. That was just brutal.
You were roasting.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay, so seriously, how you like being a passenger?
You know, it's from time to time it's nice. It's fun to
through Instagram?
No, it's horrible. I'm not gonna lie. This is horrible.
It's horrible.
No, it's not horrible, but it's not great.
Stop.
Yeah.
So before we get to that, let's get paid. Today's video is sponsored by Upstart.
Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 1 million people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date. Upstart knows you're more than just your credit scores, so rather than looking at your credit score alone, Upstart's model considers other factors like your income, employment, and other information provided in your loan application to find you a smarter rate for your loan. You can check your rate without impacting your credit score in just 5 minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. You can even receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/savage or click the link in the description below. That's upstart.com/savage. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/savage.
So thanks to Upstart for sponsoring today's video. Check the link in description below to learn all about Upstart today. Now back to the video.
Hey, it's the Doug guy. Hey.
Did you do that deliberately to scare the shit out of me?
Oh my goodness gracious! I was like, "Is this the house?" And then I saw that, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's the house."
Your cats are making a lot of noise, Doug.
Some strange cats. Ooh.
427.
Yeah, look at this thing.
Blower starts here. So
How big is that blower?
bigger than a Maxima. 2.65 liters.
Holy cow. I think the one I had on the Ford GT was 3.5.
Yeah, you had a Whipple, right? Yeah, the Whipples are bigger.
Look at that. This is nothing. It's amazing. The whole car's gonna weigh what total?
2,900 pounds. It's 1,000 on the smallest pulley.
1,000.
It was 1050, and like that's how the blower comes. And then there's gears that actually change it to add more boost.
Wow.
10-inch ring gear. You can see that diff on there.
Yes.
It's just monstrous.
It is. I was actually
That
gonna
thing's
say,
rated at like 1,500 horsepower.
you're doing this for weight distribution mostly,
Yep.
right?
Get it
So-
out of the front crash
Right.
zone. Bring it out back. Fans are doing all the work at this point, just like the trophy trucks.
The reason why you don't put them in the front of the trophy truck is obviously for dust. You can build up all the dust and everything like that. Back here it has a better chance of breathing.
So the oil cooler will actually go in the front. This is dry sump, so the dry sump tank will actually go where the driver's seat used to be on this car. So it'll be up underneath the dash. Like literally you'll be pouring oil into your dash because that's where the oil tank will be.
I just want to drive it. I want to turn that engine over so bad.
Yeah.
This is going to be so wicked to be able to take this thing out and drive with him and, you know, become a better driver in terms of drifting.
So where are we going next?
We're gonna go up to Committed Service Brand and go visit John,
Okay, cool.
What's up there?
and because he's not only helping on my car, he's gonna help on Randy's. He actually already has helped on Randy's a bunch. That cage was done by him, and then the subframe he did as well. There goes half of my drift program.
With your exhaust on now,
Yes,
do you like it?
I love it.
You like it? You can hear a lot more of the noise. You know?
Oh, yeah, I can keep up with the big dogs now. That's right. I can rev when we're all at stoplights, and before it was like.
Now you fit in.
Now I fit in.
So, compared to before, is it like a really big difference, like very noticeable, or just a little bit extra, which is all you need?
It's a little bit extra, which is what I need. Yeah, just a little. Just I would say little, but it's definitely different, and it's better, and it's. I mean, yeah.
And it's an IPE exhaust, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
And Doug formatted all that. He put it all together, made it all beautiful. And all
He
that
did.
stuff.
He's amazing. Yeah, he put it all together. Brandon's like, how much do I owe you? He's like, so I brought him cookies today. You know, they're not a bad trade. New exhaust for a dozen cookies.
Ready to go see my pro car?
Yeah,
For
let's
the
do it.
2022 season.
Yes.
Yes.
We're here at Committed Service Brand. We're gonna go check out my crew chief, John, the man, the myth, the legend. He helped a little bit on Randy's S15. He's doing some updates over the season for my car to try and get it from, you know, meh to wow.
I like that. That's a good range.
Let's do it.
John, we brought the brigade.
Doesn't that car look happy?
It's just excited to be here.
This is what I was talking about you. When I hook the panels, because when you hit them, they always break where they attach. So what I do is I actually take aluminum and I roll aluminum on the inside, and it's actually riveted. So you don't rely on a bolt and a piece of fiberglass, because if you tag it, it just rips the bolt out. So this actually is like a full strip of aluminum like rolled inside. But the bolts I was planning on running go through the bottom, and I was thinking about it, I'm like, man, I'm gonna be putting the anchoring bolts all across here. I might as well make those button heads too. That way if we do need to pull the bumper, we can just go zip, 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 and it just comes right off.
Just on that one little small track day with the
Yeah.
tires being crap, it was so much
Yeah,
fun. It was
it's
so fast.
So this is inch and 3/4 120 wall. And the reason I do it like that is so we can pin the actual crash bar. The rest of the crash bar gets made off of this, you know, in the front. And then we just put a pin in it. And then if you mess up the front crash bar, we can just pull the whole front off of that. So the tube is designed to tube bends easy, so absorbs energy. Yeah. This is supposed to be more rigid, so that's why this tube flat bottoms into the frame rail. These are actually gonna be 16 gauge rolled square. So that's just trying to keep the tension rods from twisting. So it looks, like I said, it looks kind of bulky, but it's actually lighter than the factory stuff.
Do you have a separate front end, like an extra spare front end?
Yeah, we'll be doing it. This part, if he gets into this, we're done.
Right.
Yeah, so this is the kind of stuff like the tubing, I'll pop the back off. Tubing, I said, once again, absorbs the energy the best because it's easy to bend. So this will have a replacement front section. If he gets beyond that, the problems are deeper at that point. Right. So we're pretty much done at that point for the weekend. I like to say it's like 3 stages. You use tubing on the outside, you always arc everything, so it wants to tend to continue that arc and fold it up. Then you go to something like this, which is much more solid, but it's not dead solid. And then this actually gets locked in. We're gonna do a structure in here, keeps the strut towers in place. Yeah, but yeah, the whole key is outer, save the driver. Stage 2, save the motor. Stage 3, save the car. This is how you normally would do it without bending tubing, but you have to use a thicker gauge, so it's all hollow. So you have to make it thicker so it's heavier. That's why this is also drilled out. By using 16 gauge and using multiple layers, it's like having it extruded, so there's like an internal X. Yeah. So you can run thinner metal because it's not like a hollow tube, it's actually X'd in the middle. So it's lighter, but it's more rigid nevertheless. Like this is how you would normally do it, and then you go back and you drill for like 13 hours trying to get all that weight out of there. I swapped out all your brake lines to Dash 3. So basically we have replacements for the fronts and the rears. Something you don't really think about is occasionally you rip the wheels off the car. You tag somebody and you just tear all your suspension clean off, and you tear your brake line. By making all the brake lines the same, then I can carry spares. And then we just have a spare brake line, so you can just throw all your suspension on, pop another brake line, bleed it, and you're like ready to go again. Your car was basically already functional, so all I'm doing is like any key points that need, like I said, front and rear crash structures, rework the plumbing so we don't have any failure points. Said anything that I've deemed over the years like something that I like to upgrade, but for the most part it's like I'm not reinventing the wheel here. The only upgrade that I'm doing is the hoses, which are already done. That's something that we found like immediately did like dropped temperature with the hoses.
So I just want to do a quick thanks. Thanks to John from Committed Service Brand and Doug. We are excited about this upcoming Formula Drift team. This year is going to be insane. When's the next race? May?
May 19th through the 21st, Orlando, Florida, first round.
So you got to go back to work, man.
I got a little bit to do yet. Yeah.
So make sure you check out Committed Service Brand on Instagram. And also check out Savage Garage Drift, and of course follow us, Savage Garage, and we love you guys. Stay savage. Didn't hold too well.
That's a terrible line.
I've come to die.